ElliotGraham is the next presenter, and they are a first-year food science and human nutrition PhD student. They wanted to know that they wanted to study the physiology and molecular biology of nutrition when realizing as an undergraduate how proper nutrition can prolong athletic endeavors and lifespan. The presentation title is Fad or Fact? Can periodic fasting prevent or treat disease?
Suppose I told you of a dietary strategy that acts just like a magic pill, reversing diabetes, shrinking certain cancers, and preventing and treating heart disease in humans. Now, what if I told you that the same dietary strategy has recently emerged as a trendy health fad? This strategy is fasting. Now, when people think of fasting, they immediately associate it with starvation or not eating. And surely that can't be healthy for you, right? Who in their right mind would voluntarily not eat for a prolonged period of time? Well, believe it or not, scientists have shown that fasting can actually improve health and attenuate disease risk and severity. Other studies have shown that individuals who fast for religious holidays such as Lent, Ramadan, and Yom Kippur have improved health parameters such as resting blood pressure, fasting glucose, and memory. Ultimately, these studies show that fasting might be a reliable and healthy alternative to, say, a laborious or intense diet protocol or regimen. We believe that scientists believe that fasting occurs or benefits us due to a process called hormesis, which is just a fancy word for how our body responds to stress. Now, too much stress is obviously a bad thing, and it can exhaust the body, but just the right amount of stress within a range which we call the hermetic region or hermetic zone can actually protect us against future acute stressors. Examples of hormesis at work is when our body tans after we're in the sun or when our muscles grow after we lift weights. But in the case of fasting, this acute stress of fasting will actually activate molecular pathways that can help reduce disease risk. So we do know a lot about fasting from what I just said, but there are still a few unanswered questions we need to figure out. Specifically, we don't understand how the duration and frequency of fasting elicits a positive biological response. Again, it's almost as if we have this magic pill, but we don't know who to give it to, when to give it, and how long to give it for. Our lab is fascinated in answering these questions, and we will start off by studying the benefits of fasting in an animal model. Specifically, we will fast lean and obese mice for an intermediate duration of 24 hours and notice any changes or alterations in their health parameters. Once we establish these benefits and the effects of their times and the time span of their effects, we will transition to a human model where we will again notice changes and alterations in disease. Hopefully, we will be able to tell if a weekly, bi-weekly, or monthly fast can attenuate disease risk and severity. To conclude, maybe a few hours or even days of fasting won't kill you. In fact, it might just make you stronger and healthier. Thank you.